Solana is one of the most bullish altcoins right now, but will Solana continue to go to the upside, or do we see a move to lower levels again? In this video I will show you potential price targets for Solana, potential buy zones, and I will share my exact trading plan for the next time. So let's go straight into the content. First of all, Solana is now on place 5 of all cryptocurrencies with a market cap of nearly $50 billion. The coin has existed since 2020 and we saw the all-time high in 2021. So let's start on a weekly time frame, and after we built the all-time high in 2021, we then saw the strong crash to lower levels. We came all the way down to $8 right here, and after this longer consolidation right here, Solana then started to explode, and after we broke this last important high, we then saw this extreme bullish explosion to the upside. And as we came into this supply zone which caused this lower lows, we saw the first reaction right here. From this supply zone we saw this move to lower levels and retracement, but right now we are seeing higher prices again. So for the long term I'm extremely bullish, and I think the chances high that we are exploding over the last all-time high at the peak of the bull run. And Solana is now on the short term also extremely bullish. If you're using the Fibonacci retracement, you can see again that we broke this Fibonacci level to the upside. So I think the next potential resistance is this 0.5 Fibonacci level, and it's also in this supply zone. So the chance if we come into this supply zone and this Fibonacci level that we then see a retracement is there. But if we are now continue to go to the upside, we are breaking this last high to the upside. And if we are closing over this supply zone, then I think the chances high that we could see much higher prices. And then the next really interesting price targets are firstly this Fibonacci retracement level at 0.618. And if we're breaking this one to the upside, then I think this last high is a really interesting price target, because over this last high there will be much liquidity, and it's on the same level as the 0.786 Fibonacci level. So if we are now breaking this supply zone and the next Fibonacci level, I think this is the main next target before the all-time high. And also on the daily chart we are really bullish. From this demand zone we saw this push to the upside. We then saw this retracement, tapped into this demand zone again. Then from this demand zone we saw this directly push to the upside. We broke this last high, and then the order flow turned bullish again on the 4-hourly chart, and on the overall time frame we are also bullish. And after that we saw higher prices again. And if you're now looking at the hourly chart, you can see that it's very bullish, because from this demand zone we saw this push to the upside. We made a higher high and break of structure, and after we made this high we saw this rejection again. We came all the way down into this demand zone again. We saw this longer wick, and often this longer wick shows that there will be much liquidity which was taken, and we then moved again to the upside. We saw this order flow shift, so we saw a higher high, a break of structure to the upside. So we are now on all time frames bullish, and I think the chances high that we will see higher prices, especially if Bitcoin is also going to the upside or going sideways. And if we have a look at the liquidation heat map at Solana, you can see that we have a big liquidation cluster here at $119. You can also see that we took liquidity all the way down right here, much liquidity built here up from short sellers, and the chance that we now go to the upside and liquidate this liquidation cluster is very high. So for me Solana is looking really bullish, and as long as we don't break this demand zone to the downside, then I think the chance is high that we could see even higher prices. But if we're breaking this demand zone to the downside with a body close, then I think the chance is high that we could see a larger correction to the downside again. But if you want to get daily updates on the crypto market or altcoins like Solana, then join my free Telegram group. You'll find a link in the description. So as I said, just from the technical analysis, it's looking extremely bullish. I also think that Solana is a great project. And if we are now breaking to the upside and also break this last high, then I think the chances high that we will go to this price target at $126. And if we're also breaking over this price target, then the next really interesting price target is this high right here at $143. So I think the chances high that we can go directly to the upside. But if we're seeing a move to lower prices again, and if we're coming again into this demand zone right here, and if we're seeing a bullish move on the smaller time frame, then I think this is a great technical area to go into a long trade for Solana for the short and for the medium term. And if you want to trade Solana, you can do this on BingX. BingX has a large variety of different cryptocurrencies to trade from, and with using my link you can get up to $5,150 bonus. You will find a link in the description for BingX. So all in all guys, I'm really bullish on Solana. We saw the strong bullish explosion on the weekly time frame, and after this retracement we are now going to the upside again. And I think the chances high that if we are going to the upside, that the first bullish target is $126. If we're breaking this one to the upside, the next interesting price target is $143. And if we are this breaking with bullish momentum, then the next really interesting price target is $204. And as I said, we are on all time frames bullish. We lately saw this order flow shift to the upside. So if we come back again into this demand zone and see a bullish reaction, or if we directly see a bullish reaction, then I think this is a really good potential long entry for the short and the medium term, especially if Bitcoin is also going sideways or going to the upside and not going to the downside. So guys, thank you really much for watching. I wish you great profits at trading and see you in the next one.